Gandang araw po uli. Welcome sa Buhay Pinoy sa Abroad. Sa video natin ngayon, magbibigay ako ng information tungkol sa mga highly reputable companies sa buong mundo. Okay. Bakit highly reputable companies? Kung naghahanap tayo ng trabaho, kung bago tayo sa ganitong company na pinapasukan natin, or kung naghahanap tayo ng long-term employment na sa tingin natin para na tayong nakasandal sa pader, kailangan natin ng isang reputable company. Isang company na may pagmamalaki tayo, mag-aalaga sa atin, isang company na hindi lang fly by night, na tipong hinire ka ngayon, bukas sinisante ka na dahil nag-file na sila ng bankruptcy. Ayun. So, sabi sa Indeed, I'm sure familiar kayo sa Indeed, Indeed.com. I don't know kung global ito, pero para sa mga nasa Amerika, isang malaking company ang Indeed. It's a research company and at the same time, ito ang pinupuntahan ng mga employers para maghanap sila ng mga workers na maaasahan nila. Pero that's not really my concern. I'm not promoting Indeed of some sort. Ang ano ko lang dito is, sabi sa Indeed, may 15 characteristics of a great company. Ang number 1 is competitive compensation. So, reputable ang company kung competitive ang compensation niya. May profit sharing, binibigyan kayo ng bonuses, may stock options kayo, may free meals, may wellness program and free gym membership, may free counseling din para sa mental health concerns. Number 2, company culture. Kumusta ang work hours? Manageable ba ang work hours? Or are you being forced to work long hours? So, ano yon? Magkaiba yon. Location. Nasaan ba ang location nito? Ito ba yung klase ng trabaho mo na half day ka na na-stress kakahanap ng parking? O kaya yung dinadaanan mo ay nagbabarilan at daylight? So, mukhang hindi yon magandang klase ng company. Diba? So, ang safety mo is laging endangered. Mukhang hindi naman gusto yan ng mga ng mga companies, yung na-endanger ang safety ng kanilang workers. May open ang communication process, maganda ang management styles, may benefits, may tradition, may mga sinusunod na sila. Ito yung nakagawian na sa company na every once in a while magkakaroon ang department ng group travel or something like that. May transparency, may workplace rules and procedures. Ito yung klase ng company na alam na ang kanilang ginagawa, sabi nga niyan. Number 3, community. Ayun, may sense of community rin sila. They celebrate milestones and special events. Nire-recognize kanila for being with them for the past 5 years, 10 years, 15, 35, 40, and so on. They offer profit sharing and performance-based bonuses. So, kapag maganda ang performance mo, meron kang nakukuhang bonus. They avoid laying off employees. Ang tingin sa inyo, pare-pareho, importante kayo lahat, kaya as much as possible, iiwasan nila ng mag-lay off ng mga empleyado. Changing an employee's role to better fit their skills. So kung nakikita nila na mas magaling ka sa ganitong bagay, ilalagay ka nila doon in a very democratic way. Natatanungin ka rin naman kung gusto mo. Number 4, trust. So may flexible work hours, may remote work options, may unlimited paid time off. Meron ba ang company mo nito na unlimited paid time off? Pwede ka bang mag-leave ng want to sawa, at may transparent financials. So, alam mo na bukas hindi ka mawawala ng trabaho dahil liquid ang assets ng company mo. And transparent sila dyan. Number 5, fairness. So, may unbiased promotion sila. Ang pinopromote nila, yung mga empleyado talaga na may karapatang ma-promote. May equal recognition and rewards din. May equal distribution of tasks, regular and open feedback, and two-way performance reviews. Number 6, communication. Ayun, may employee engagement survey sila na ginagawa nila on a periodic basis. There's also a conversation between managers and employees. I don't know kung ano ang tawag niyo sa inyo. May tinatawag kami na huddle, a morning huddle. Ito yung mga kumustahan lang. For example, every Friday, mag-uusap-usap. Managers and employees who regularly ask for feedback, company or financial status updates, and approachable leadership. So, yung mga yung mga leaders, mga higher up sa hierarchy nyo, hindi nakakatakot puntahan dahil dahil very open ang kanilang opisina sa kahit sinumang empleyado. Number 7, innovation. So, ang company kapag napopromote siya ng mga new products, strategies, workflows, leading sa lalo pang pag-asenso ng kumpanya, magandang company yan. Hindi lang siya stick dun sa old school practice. Number 8, professional development. So, ang empleyado binibigyan din ng time off or money towards pursuing a new degree. Accountant ka, pinag-aaral ka to become a certified public accountant or to become a master's in business administration. Yung mga ganon. So, sino ang hindi matutuwa kapag nasa ganitong klase ng company ka? May memberships ka rin in professional organizations, may free continuing education opportunities, pinapadala ka nila sa seminars, conferences, and classes, at meron ding skills or management trainings. Hindi ka lang nabuburyong sa opisina sa loob ng 365 days. Kundi once in a while, may break ka rin kasi meron ding mga management or skills training na ina-attendan. Number 9, engagement. Ayun. So, great companies often have engaging workplaces where employees are invested and interested in the outcome of their work. And they believe in company's mission and work to achieve shared goals beyond sales or profits alone. Kaya, importante yon. Number 10, caring. Caring ba ang company mo? Makikita mo yan kung meron silang mga ganito. Generous maternity and paternity leave. Nanganak ka, nanganganay ang misis mo, binigyan ka ng break ng boss mo. Para ma-enjoy mo ang pagiging tatay. Stress reduction activities such as yoga classes or meditation sessions, messages of encouragement during difficult times, safe and comfortable workspaces, health and wellness support, time and space for breaks during work. Yun. Number 11, desirable employer. So, if working for a particular organization is a dream job for most people in your industry, dapat ang company na yan is a great place to work. Mababa masyado ang turnover, mahirap, kumbaga, hindi sila concerned na maghanap ng maraming empleyado on a regular basis dahil walang umaalis. Gusto nang sabihin, desirable ang employer, magaling magpatakbo ng company, ng organization, ang mga leaders. Number 12, transparency. Yan, may mga regular meetings or updates about company problems and successes, open book ang management style, ang leadership, ang mga leaders nagtatanong ng feedback o anong mas magagawa namin para ma-improve ang organization natin. And then approachable and accessible management. Number 13, honorable mission. Meron ba kayong non-profit or charitable work? Ang mga produkto nyo ba or services, do they add value to the world? Siguro naman hindi dinamita ang nyo, di ba? Or poison ang ang produkto nyo. So, ito ba nagbibigay ito ng added value? Ito ba nagpo-promote ng health? Nagbibigay ng mas maraming health benefits? Ito ba ay nagpo-promote ng ecological balance? Ayun. So, organizations with goals beyond earning money. So, maganda rin ang company na hindi lang puro profit ang iniisip. Businesses that give certain amount of employee time or company profits to a meaningful cause. So, nagkakaroon sila ng mga charitable contributions sa mga non-profit companies na nangangailangan. For example, sa mga cancer patients, sa mga pets, kaya sa mga disabled military veterans, yung mga ganon. Ang sarap pakinggan yan. Number 14 is leadership. Effective, confident, and fair leadership is really important. And finally, diversity. Ini-embrace ba ng company mo ang mga empleyado from all experience levels, backgrounds, and beliefs? O masyado lang silang tutok sa color ng skin? Kung ganyan, mukhang hindi magandang company yan. So, in my area, merong may isang Filipino restaurant. It evolved into a restaurant. Dati mini-mart lang siya, maliit lang siyang tindahan ng mga Filipino products. Sa amin kasi imported na yung mga kinakain nyo, di ba? So mahal na yon at mahirap i-angkat yon from the Philippines. So yun, doon sila nag-start sa simpleng tindahan. Tapos ngayon, na sila, restaurant na may sit-ins na sila, may spaces na sila for dining in. Ang maganda sa kanila na gusto kong i-point out sa inyo is nag-hire sila hindi lang mga Pilipino. Ang mga crew nila, siguro of course definitely ang kanilang mga chef mga Pinoy. Alam nga namang sino naman ang gagawa ng lechon kawaling masarap, di ba? Pansit bihon. Wag ang ibang lahi. Siyempre dapat Pilipino ang gagawa niya. Leche flan. Tayo sa atin yan dapat. Pero ang mga crew nila, yung nagsiserve, yung nasa cashier, yung mga nasa inventory, iba-ibang lahi. Ang gandang tingnan dahil napaka-diverse ng company. Ito yung klase ng mga company na maaasahan mo. Ito yung klase ng company na sasabihin mo sa Diyos, sana Lord, humaba ang buhay ng company na ito. Dahil napaka-diverse nila. Ayun, so doon na tayo sa mga highly reputable companies na to. Tandaan nyo to dahil importante to para as your reference kung sakaling maghahanap kayo o naghahanap kayo ng ng company pagtatrabahuhan. At para dun sa mga nandito na rin, congratulations. Nasa good hands na kayo. Okay, number 1, Lego. Ayun, Lego. Yung toy company. Number 2, Mercedes-Benz. Next is Rolex, a watch company. Next is Sony Corporation. Next is Canon cameras, printers, copy makers, and all. Next is Bosch. It's a German company. Next is Rolls-Royce, car company. Next is PayPal. It's a financial, how do you call that? It's a payment outlet, PayPal. Next is Levi-Strauss. Ito yung natin, yung ating pantalon. Next is Harley Davidson, doon sa mga mahilig mag-side trip na gusto ng mga muscled na motor. Next is Samsung. Samsung, a Korean company, electronic company. Next is Nintendo. Nintendo, a Japanese company. Next is Meli. Tama ba ang Meli? It's a food company, I guess. It's German. Next is Bic. This is followed by 3M. 3M, nag-start lang siya dun sa mga disket natin, mga double-sided, double-density diskettes. So, yun. Tapos, 3M is also known for yung mga tapes nila, di ba? Next is Adidas. Ayun. Next is Philips, Dyson, Ferrari, BMW. So, kung nasa BMW Corporation kayo, amazing. Next is Nike, followed by Visa, followed by Colgate-Palmolive, followed by Chanel. Chanel, a perfume company, jewelry, and so on. Next is Intel, an American electronic company. Next is Pirelli, followed by MasterCard, followed by Dell, followed by Goodyear. Next is Panasonic. Next is Danone. Next is Walt Disney Company, followed by Cisco. Next is Bridgestone. Next is Hyatt Hotel, I guess. Hotel network company ito. Next is Singapore Airlines. Next is Ferrero, followed by IKEA. Next is Honda. Next is Toyota. Another one is Marriott. Another one, Spotify. Followed by IBM, electronic company again. Followed by Siemens. Followed by Decathlon. Next is HP. Followed by Microsoft. Followed by Michelin. The next is Volvo, car company. Next is Caterpillar. Ito yung mga huge industrial cars, mga tools para sa construction. Next is Natura, followed by Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, followed by IHG Hotels and Resorts. Next is Netflix, and finally Lavazza. So, ito yung mga companies worldwide na maaasahan natin. They are highly reputable. You can also take into consideration, you can also find out more details about them kung sakaling interesado kayo sa isa sa kanila. Ang maganda lang sa mga reputable companies, maraming benefits, maganda ang culture. Balikan nyo yung mga sinabi ko before na shinare din ng Indeed.com at makikita nyo na nasa isang magandang workplace environment talaga kayo kung sakaling mai-employ kayo sa isa sa mga ito na reputable companies worldwide. Ayun, so sana may nakuha kayong konting tips at information dito. Hanggang sa muli po sa pagbabalik ng ating channel na Buhay Pinoy sa Abroad. Maraming salamat.